Qatari 1183 Heavy requests IFR clearance to Hamad.
Qatar 1183 Heavy, Jeddah delivery, information Gulf current cleared to Hamad via Agrip 2 Whiskey departure, runway 34 center, climb via sit to 13,000 feet, squawk 4000.
Cleared to Hamad via Agrip 2 Whiskey departure, runway 34 center, climb via sit to 13,000 feet, squawk 4000, Qatari 1183 Heavy.
Qatar 1183 Heavy, read back correct. Contact ground 121.975 when ready for pushback or engine start.
Will contact ground 121.975 when ready for pushback or engine start. Qatari 1183 Heavy, thanks.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome on board Qatar Airways. As you find your seat, we ask that you place larger items in the overhead compartments and lighter sized belongings, including duty-free bags and liquids under the seat in front of you. Our cabin crew are available to assist. Thank you.
Turning to arm doors and cross-check.
Very good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Shamsuddin. I'll be your cabin
Qatari
services
1183
director.
Heavy, Gate Bravo 8 right, request pushback.
Our codeshare partners, British Airways.
Qatari 1183 Heavy, Jeddah apron, pushback
Captain
approved.
Gerardo, Fast Officer Nasir, your onboard general
Pushback
manager,
and engine
Mr.
start
Labi,
approved.
your cabin
Face south,
seniors,
Qatari
Miss
1183
Jonella
Heavy.
and Miss Gretna, our team of the cabin crew. We would like to extend a special welcome to our privileged club members and also the members of the 11 frequent flyer program traveling with us today. Customers interested in joining our ordering program may enroll by visiting www.qmiles.com. This aircraft is equipped with Oryx One in-flight entertainment system as well as on-air mobile services. Onboard Wi-Fi sponsored by Ooredoo is also available for your personal devices. The onboard connectivity facility will be available shortly after takeoff. Please be informed that smoking and the use of electronic cigarettes is not permitted anywhere on board this aircraft. In preparation for our departure, we ask that you switch your phones to the flight safe mode and ensure that your seatbelts are fastened at this time. We would like to remind you to keep your personal valuables such as wallets, jewelry and electronic devices safe at all times. As we consider your safety to be that most important, could you please give your attention to the safety video being screened shortly? We wish you a pleasant flight, Qatar Airways. Thank you.
Welcome aboard this Qatar Airways flight. Please pay attention as we take you on a journey to our many destinations and demonstrate the safety features of this aircraft. Exits and walkways must be kept clear at all times. Baggage should be securely stowed in the overhead compartments or under the seats in front of you. Take care when opening overhead lockers, as items may fall out. In-flight entertainment monitors must be folded away. Please fasten your seatbelt for taxi, takeoff and landing. Insert the metal end into the buckle until it clicks. To adjust, pull the strap to tighten the belt. To unfasten, lift the flap and pull the ends apart. When the seatbelt sign is illuminated, you must remain in your seat with your seatbelt fastened. If you plan to sleep during the flight, please keep your seatbelt fastened and visible to cabin crew. For safety reasons, with the exception of handheld personal electronic devices in flight mode, the use of electronic devices is not permitted for takeoff and landing, and such devices must remain switched off until advised by cabin crew. Please remove all devices from charging ports for takeoff and landing. If you drop your electronic device inside your seat, please do not operate the seat controls. Instead, contact a member of the cabin crew for assistance. Please take a moment to locate the emergency exits near your seat. Emergency exits are clearly marked and located as shown. Escape path lighting will guide you to the emergency exit. In case of emergency landing on water, evacuation slides will serve as rafts. Please remember to remove all high-heeled shoes before using the slide and leave all hand baggage behind.
Qatar 1183 Heavy, ready to taxi to the active.
Qatar 1183 Heavy, taxi holding point runway 34 center at pilot's discretion.
Taxi holding point runway 34 center, my discretion, Qatar 1183 Heavy.
We strictly observe a non-smoking policy at all times on board all our aircraft. Electronic smoking devices are also not permitted. Smoking in the toilet will activate a smoke alarm. Smoking on board the aircraft and tampering with the smoke detectors are criminal offences punishable by law. In the unlikely event of an emergency landing, please adopt the appropriate brace position. For those facing rearwards in the premium cabin, please adopt this brace position. The cabin environment is carefully controlled. If oxygen is required, masks will appear from above you. Pulling the mask towards you will activate the oxygen supply. Place the mask over your nose and mouth, adjust the band to secure it, and breathe normally. When your mask is fitted correctly, you may then assist others. Your life jacket is either beside you, next to you, or underneath your seat. When instructed by the crew, remove it from its container and pull it over your head. Bring the tape around your waist and fasten in front, pulling firmly to secure. Only inflate the life jacket as you leave the aircraft by pulling the two red toggles sharply downwards. You can also inflate or top up the life jacket by blowing into the mouthpiece. The life jacket has a whistle to attract attention and a light that will automatically illuminate when in water. Infant life jackets will be distributed by the cabin crew. To help with the final preparations for takeoff, please ensure your seat is in the fully upright position, your window shade is open or set to the clear position, your tray table and footrest are stowed, and your seatbelt is fastened.
Contact Tower 118.5, Qatari 1183 Heavy. Have a good morning.
The Q suite door will be locked in the open position by the crew and should remain open for taxi, takeoff and landing.
Qatari 1183 Heavy, ready for departure. Runway 34 center.
Qatar 1183 Heavy, Jeddah Tower, wind 250 degrees, 4 knots, runway 34 center, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 34 center, clear for takeoff. Qatari 1183 Heavy.
To familiarize yourself with the safety aspects of this aircraft, please read the safety instructions card located in your seat pocket. It shows in detail each of the safety aspects of this aircraft. If you have any questions, the cabin crew will be happy to help. If you're traveling in the premium cabin, the Q Suite safety card is located in your suite, which highlights emergency exit procedures in case your suite door is jammed in the closed position. Now, all that's left to do is sit back, relax, and enjoy 4,000 plus entertainment options with Oryx One. Thank you for your attention.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will shortly be dimming the lights. You can turn on a reading light using the controls above your head or in your armrest.
Cabin crew, let's check for takeoff initiated.
948 Heavy, ILS to approach runway 34 right. Saudi 948 Heavy, Jeddah Tower, wind 250 degrees, 4 knots, runway 34 right, cleared to land. Runway 34 right, cleared to land, Saudi 948 Heavy. Egypt Air 663, exit next available taxiway. Exit next available taxiway, Egypt Air 663.
Positive climb.
Gear up.
Qatari 1183 Heavy, contacted at departure 125.85.
Contacted at departure 125.85, Qatari 1183 Heavy. Jeddah, Qatari 1183 Heavy. Good morning, passing 1,100 feet, climbing to 13,000 feet.
Qatari 1183 Heavy, Jeddah departure, identified, climb flight level 190.
Climb flight level 190, Qatari 1183 Heavy.
Jeddah 4386 Heavy, passing flight level 166, descending to 2,700 feet with information gulf.
Saudi 386 Heavy, Jeddah approach, TNH1002, expect the ILS approach runway 34 left.
TNH1002, expect the ILS approach runway 34 left, Saudi 386 Heavy.
1,700 feet until established on the final approach course. Cleared ILS Zulu approach runway 34 right. Maintain 1,700 feet until established. Cleared ILS Zulu approach runway 34 right. Saudia 260. TAC 2470. Maintain.
سيداتي وسادتي، بعد قليل سوف تطفئ إشارة تحزمة المقعد. سلامتكم، رجاء من حضراتكم قرن الحزمة مربوطة وظهروا لطاقم الطائرة في حال استخدام مربط المياه. بعد قليل سوف نقدم لكم وجبة الصباح كما مع باقي أفراد الطاقم على تم الاستعداد لتلبية طلباتهم على مدار الرحلة. شكرا. وسيأتي عالم طفلان هي مبادرة تدعمها الخطوط الجوية القطرية وتهدف إلى توفير التعليم الابتدائي للأطفال المحرومين من التعليم الأساسي. يبلغ عدد الأطفال المحرومين من التعليم الابتدائي 58 مليون طفلا حول العالم. يعيش هؤلاء الأطفال في دول تعاني من الفقر والتمييز والنزاعات والكوارث الطبيعية. سنكون شاكرين لكم لو تكرمتم بدعم هذه المبادرة من خلال تبرعاتكم، والتي يمكنكم وضعها في المغلفات المتوفرة في جيوب المقاعد التي أمامكم. سيقوم أحد أفراد الطاقم بضيافة باستلامها منكم. شكرا.
Ladies and gentlemen, the seatbelt sign will be turned off shortly. We recommend, however, that you keep your seatbelt loosely fastened at all times during the flight. If you're using a blanket, we kindly ask that you fasten your seatbelt over your blanket so it is visible. We invite you to browse through extravaganza or in-flight duty-free catalog, which is in your seat pocket. Our in-flight meal service will come in shortly with breakfast, followed later in the flight by refreshment warm sandwich. Please refer to your personal menu card for more details. If there is anything that we can do to make your flight more comfortable, please feel free to let us know. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, Educate a Child is an initiative supported by Qatar Airways that facilitates access to primary education for out-of-school children. There are 58 million children worldwide without access to quality primary education. They live in countries suffering from poverty, discrimination, conflict or natural disasters. We would be grateful for your support in making a donation to this noble cause by placing your contribution in the envelopes provided in the seat pocket. Please hand over the envelopes to a member of the cabin crew. Thank you.
What if you never had to settle for slow Wi-Fi, even at 35,000 feet? No buffer, no lag, just fast, reliable internet from takeoff to touchdown. And it's complimentary. The peace of mind of always being connected is why Qatar Airways is offering Starlink high-speed, low-latency internet on long-haul routes. Picture streaming a movie without a single buffer, or jumping into a multiplayer game with zero lag, all while high above the clouds. But this isn't just faster internet, it's a whole new experience for travel. Starlink is free to all passengers, redefining connectivity at 35,000 feet.
Passing flight level 328, climbing to flight level 390, direct inbound.
Guess who we made the first ever video call to from our Starlink-equipped aircraft? Drop your guesses in the comments and we'll reveal the answer at the end. Make sure to like and subscribe if you're enjoying this video. Did you know that Starlink is supported by satellites in low Earth orbit around 550 kilometers above us, compared to traditional satellites which orbit around 35,000 kilometers away? Let that sink in.
Flight level 372, climbing to flight
Since
level
the Starlink
390,
satellites are
direct
under
inbound.
low Earth orbits, they are far more closer to the Earth than the traditional systems, so the internet can be delivered much quicker.
On board, the aircraft has an advanced electronically steered phased array.
To install the Starlink system on a Qatar Airways 777 aircraft, that requires 2 antennas to be installed on the top of the aircraft and 7 Wi-Fi routers above the ceiling panels inside the cabin.
Think of it as an internet super receiver that catches signals beamed down from the satellite. From there, it spreads the internet across the cabin to devices, letting passengers stream, browse, and game without skipping a beat. So, how did we bring Starlink on board? This was a massive collaboration between Qatar Airways and Starlink. Starlink and Qatar Airways shared a vision for perfecting the in-flight experience and design executed a complete solution to get everything just right.
So Starlink is designed to be incredibly easy to install and operate, which makes it highly reliable. As other aircraft systems, safety is the most important factor. So Starlink has invested heavily to have the system certified under the authorities FAA, EASA, and QCAA.
Testing in flight was as effortless as the installation, and the team behind the screens ensured it performed seamlessly. And about that first video call from our Starlink-equipped aircraft, it was none other than Elon Musk himself. We gave him a tour of our Q suite, even showing him around the flight deck at 35,000 feet. We're proud to be the first airline in the MENA region, and one of the first globally to offer complimentary Starlink Wi-Fi on long-haul routes, delivering speeds up to 500 megabits per second, 20 times faster than the average in-flight Wi-Fi. It's truly impressive.
Most people using Starlink for the first time are totally blown away to have such fast internet available to them day to day with Qatar Airways. Everyone is excited when they stop to watch movies or live TV streamed across Starlink.
So tell us in the comments, what's the first thing you'll do with Starlink at 35,000 feet? Oh, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more exclusive behind-the-scenes content from Qatar Airways.
Anatolia 214, contact Jeddah Center 128.1. Center on 128.1, Anatolia 214. Jeddah Center, Dilman 112 heavy, passing flight level 195, descending to 6,000 feet. Dilman 112 heavy, Jeddah Center identified. Ethiopian 413, contact Jeddah Center 132.7. Center on 132.7, Ethiopian 413. Emirates 2 Juliet Heavy, contact Jeddah Center 128.1, bye-bye.
Contact Jeddah Center 128.1, Emirates 2 Juliet Heavy. Jeddah Center, Gulf Air 161, passing flight level 179, descending to 6,000 feet.
Sender on 132.7, Qatari 1183 Heavy. Jeddah Sender, Qatari 1183 Heavy. Good morning, flight level 390.
Qatari 1183 Heavy, Jeddah Center identified. Center identified, climb flight level 330.
Climb flight level
125.35.
Contact Jeddah Center 125.35, ejecting 615. Jeddah Center, Emirates 816 Heavy, good morning, flight level 368.
Emirates 816 Heavy, Jeddah Center identified.
What comes to mind when you think of an airport? Is it rushing to your gate? Worrying you missed a flight? Is it the long queues at the check-in counter? The loud noises? Well, I have a secret to tell you. Not all airports are like that. Especially this one. At this airport, passengers experience something they've never seen before. An airport where you can relax, discover art, shop, and even get in touch with nature. It sounds too good to be true, right? But let me show you. If you had to guess how many flights come in and out of an airport like this each year, what number would you guess? The answer? More than 252,000 flights. That's around 700 flights a day. We've all been in a situation where connecting to our next flight is so rushed that we don't even have time to notice our surroundings. Here, things work a little different. The average connection time is just 40 minutes, which means that each passenger has a chance to reach their next flight with time to spare. It also means time to enjoy the airport's many facilities. But we'll get to them in a minute. I could say the airport is massive, but that wouldn't even begin to describe its actual size. For reference, the passenger terminal is quite simply the largest building in the country, tallying an impressive 22 square kilometers in size. That's a city in itself. You would think that moving from point A to point B through such a large area would be time-consuming. But because this airport has in-building trains and buggies, it's actually super easy to visit its many different areas. Enjoying this content? Make sure to like and subscribe to stay up to date with our latest videos. There are many more on the way. But why is it important to have time to spend at an airport? Well, it turns out this airport is itself a destination to the millions of passengers it welcomes each year. Get ready, because I'm about to tell you why, and there's a lot to get through. Let's start with the shopping. Fashion lovers won't even know where to begin, because the airport's retail options include leading, iconic brands, many of which are the first in an airport, ever. And if you want a souvenir from Qatar, Souk Al Matar is the perfect place to find them and enjoy some true Qatari culture. Lounges here go to the next level with its world-class Louis Vuitton lounge and the new Al Marjan lounge, both located beside the orchard. You may be asking, what is the orchard? But don't worry, we'll get there. Imagine walking through an art gallery while catching a flight. Here, you can do just that, with contemporary artworks spread throughout its premises, featuring world-renowned artists like Kaws, Tom Otternes, and Urs Fischer. I mean, which other airport has a huge yellow lead bear right in the middle of it? Here's a fun fact. Did you know this airport has a hotel pool, a squash court, playground areas, a golf simulator? Yeah, really. And to keep a serene atmosphere, the announcements are kept to a minimum and the lights are dimmed, making sure the airport experience is relaxing and carefree. If you're like me, you're eventually going to want something to eat. Here, you can find just about anything you crave. The first Oreo cafe in an airport ever. 2 Gordon Ramsay restaurants. The iconic Harrods Tea Room. Yep, it's also there. A Fendi bar, vegan options, multiple food courts, you get the point. The problem here won't be finding good options to eat, it will be choosing which one. It's not hard to understand why so many travelers treat this airport as more than a transit, or rather as part of their destination. Now, whatever image you have of an airport in your mind, I can confidently guess it doesn't involve nature. But this airport is here to change that. One of its most impressive features is the orchard. A 6,000 square meter tropical garden right in the middle of the airport. It includes an extensive flora of more than 300 trees and over 25,000 plants and shrubs sourced from sustainable forests from around the world. It's not only a place where you can feel grounded and at peace. It's also a landmark project in sustainability, improving air quality throughout the airport. There are around 30 different species of trees and around 90 different species of plants within the orchard tropical garden. And its design allows the flora to acclimatize to the internal conditions and grow throughout the life of the airport. It serves as a reminder for passengers to get in touch with the basic elements of nature as they step into their next journey. With a destination in itself like this, you'll most likely never want to leave. But I mean, you can always come back. As you can probably tell by now, we're talking about none other than Hamad International Airport. Named Best Airport in the World at the 2024 Skytrax Awards and World's Best Airport Shopping, 10th time as the best airport in the Middle East. And as you can see, it's in fact a destination in itself. A place for passengers to relax, shop, and eat the best the culinary world has to offer. It does more than just connecting the world. It's also one of the highlights of your journey. So, next time you travel, you know which airport to pass through.
Saudi 1132, descend to flight level 070.
Descend to flight level 070, Saudi 1132.
Qatar 1183 Heavy, descend via start to 2,500 feet, QNH 09997.
Descend via start to 2,500 feet, QNH 09997, Atari 1183 Heavy.
Doha Center, Emirates 816 Heavy, flight level 370.
Emirates 816 Heavy, Doha Center identified.
We would ask you to please pay attention to the following informative video to assist you when you arrive at Doha International Airport. You will have also received a passenger information card at check-in, plus the relevant information can be found within your Oryx magazine. Always ensure that your boarding pass wallet is visible at all times upon arrival. Is Doha your final destination? If Doha is your final destination, you will have received a blue boarding pass wallet and matching blue cabin baggage tag at check-in. On arrival at Doha International Airport, you will be transported by bus to the arrival terminal. On board the bus, please take note of announcements made and look for the Doha arrival sign in blue. To ensure that you leave the bus only at Doha arrival terminal. First and business class customers will be transported to Doha arrival terminal by a dedicated luxury bus or limousine. Are you transferring at Doha to an onward connecting flight? If you are transferring at Doha International Airport to an onward connecting flight, you will have received a yellow or an orange edged yellow boarding pass wallet and matching cabin baggage tag at check-in. On board the bus, please take note of announcements made and look for the transfer and departure sign in yellow to ensure you leave the bus only at the transfer and departure terminal. At the transfer and departure terminal, please follow the signs that match the colour of your boarding pass wallet and cabin baggage tag to your respective security screening area and queue. Remember, a yellow boarding pass is for normal transfer, and the orange edge yellow boarding pass wallet is for short transfer. First or business class customers transferring at Doha International Airport will have received a burgundy boarding pass wallet and matching burgundy cabin baggage tag at check-in. Upon arrival at Doha, you will be transported to the premium transfer terminal by a luxury bus or limousine. If you are transferring at Doha International Airport to an onward connecting flight and you have received a green boarding pass wallet and green matching cabin baggage tag at the airport of embarkation, then upon arrival at Doha International Airport, a separate bus will take you to the satellite transfer terminal. We wish you a smooth transfer at Doha International Airport and a pleasant onward journey. This is a temporary arrangement until the groundbreaking new Doha International Airport begins operation.
Director 123.875. Contact over Director 123.875, Qatar 8 Victor Golf Heavy. Qatari 1183 Heavy, resume normal speed.
Resume normal speed, Qatari 1183 Heavy.
Qatari 1183 Heavy, contact Doha Director 123.875.
Contact Doha Director 123.875, Qatari 1183 Heavy.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we've now commenced our descent, we require that you return to your seat, ensure that your hand baggage is either restowed beneath your seat or in the overhead lockers, your tray table and seat backs are in the upright position, and your seatbelt is securely fastened. Thank you.
Good morning. QN 80997, expect a visual approach runway 24.
سيداتي وسادتي، بالنظر إلى أننا بدأنا في الهبوط، نطلب منكم أن تعودوا إلى مقاعدكم وتتأكدوا من أن أمتعتكم اليدوية مخزنة إما تحت المقعد وإما في الخزائن العلوية، وأن منضدة الصينية مطوية ومثبتة، وظهر المقعد في وضع قائم، وحزام المقعد مربوط بإحكام. شكراً.
Qatar 8 Victor Golf Heavy, increase speed 220 knots.
Increase speed 220 knots, Qatar 8 Victor Golf Heavy.
Qatar 8 Victor Golf Heavy, maintain 210 knots.
Maintain 210 knots, Qatar 8 Victor Golf Heavy.
Qatar 945 Heavy, leave Maqsad heading 280, expect radar vectors for visual approach runway 34 left.
Leave Maqsad heading 280, expect radar vectors for visual approach runway 34 left, Qatari 945 Heavy.
Qatari 1183 Heavy, increase speed 250 knots.
Increase speed 250 knots, Qatari 1183 Heavy.
Qatari 945 Heavy, airport is at your 2 o'clock 15 miles. Import the field inside.
Field inside, Qatari 945 Heavy.
Qatari 945 Heavy, cleared visual approach runway 34 left.
Cleared visual approach 34 left, Qatari 945 Heavy.
Minimum approach speed Qatari 1452 Heavy. Qatari 1452 Heavy, increase speed 230 knots. Increase speed 230 knots, Qatari 1452 Heavy. Qatari 1452 heavy, reduce speed 220 knots. Reduce speed 220 knots, Qatari 1452 heavy. Qatari 1452 heavy, leave Maqsad heading 280, expect radar vectors for visual approach runway 34 left. Leave Maqsad heading 280, expect radar vectors for visual approach runway 34 left, Qatari 1452 heavy. Qatari 1183 heavy, leave Maqsad heading 280, expect radar vectors for visual approach runway 34 left.
Leave Maqsad heading 280, expect radar vectors for visual approach runway 34 left, Qatari 1183 heavy.
Qatari 1452 heavy, airport is at your 2 o'clock 15 miles.
ضيوف الكرام، لقد بدأنا الهبوط النهائي. يرجى رجال مقاعدكم إعادة ضرب مقاعدكم الوضعية العمودية وربط أحزمة المقاعد، وتذكر المخرج قرب إليكم والمخرج قرب إليكم، تلفون خلفكم. شكرا.
In our final approach, please fasten your seatbelt and ensure that your seat bag is upright. The safety car shows the signs that identify emergency exit on the second. Look at your nearest exit using these signs now. Your nearest exit may be behind you. Thank you.
Qatari 1452 heavy, contact Hamad Tower 118.025, have a good morning. Over to Tower 118.025, Qatari 1452 heavy, bye-bye. Qatari 1183 heavy, airport is at your 2 o'clock 15 miles. Report the field in sight.
Looking for field, Qatari 1183 heavy.
Qatari 1183 heavy, turn right heading 025 vectors for the approach.
Turn right heading 025, Qatari 1183 heavy.
Qatari 1183 heavy, turn left heading 330.
Turn left heading 330, Qatari 1183 heavy.
Qatari 1183 heavy, turn right heading 340.
Turn right heading 340, Qatari 1183 heavy.
Qatari 8 Victor Golf heavy, leave Maqsad heading 280, expect radar vectors for visual approach runway 34 left.
Leave Maqsad heading 280, expect radar vectors for visual approach runway 34 left, Qatari 8 Victor Golf heavy.
Cabin crew, last cabin check and for landing, please.
Qatari 8 Victor Golf heavy, airport is at your 2 o'clock 15 miles. Report the field in sight.
We have the field, Qatari 8 Victor Golf heavy.
Qatari 8 Victor Golf heavy, cleared visual approach runway 34 left.
Cleared visual approach 34 left, Qatari 8 Victor Golf heavy.
Doha Director, Qatar 56 Whiskey Heavy, passing 9,900 feet, descending to 2,500 feet with information Lima.
Qatar 56 Whiskey Heavy, Doha Director, good morning. QNH 09997, expect the visual approach runway 34 left.
QNH 09997, expect the visual approach runway 34 left, Qatar 56 Whiskey Heavy.
Qatari 1183 Heavy, field in sight. Wilco fly runway center line, maintain 4,100 feet. Qatari 1183 Heavy.
Qatari 1183 Heavy, cleared visual approach runway 34 left.
Cleared visual approach 34 left, Qatari 1183 Heavy.
Qatari 8 Victor Golf Heavy, contact Hamad Tower 118.025, good day.
Over to Tower 118.025, Qatar 8 Victor Golf Heavy, good day.
$1,000.
Doha Director, Qatar 70 Victor Heavy, good morning, passing 9,800 feet, descending to 2,500 feet with information Lima.
Qatar 70 Victor Heavy, Doha Director, good morning. QNH 09997, expect the visual approach runway 34 left.
QNH 09997, expect the visual approach runway 34 left, Qatar 70 Victor Heavy.
Qatari 1183 Heavy, radio check.
Qatari 1183 Heavy, readability 5.
Qatari 1183 Heavy, request approach change.
Qatari 1183 Heavy, airport is not visual conditions. Unable. Qatari 18 Hotel Heavy, resume normal speed.
Resume normal speed, Qatari 18 Hotel Heavy.
Qatari 70 Victor Heavy, contact Hamad Tower 118.025.
Over to Tower 118.025, Qatar 70 Victor Heavy, have a good morning.
Hamad Tower, Qatar 56 Whiskey Heavy, visual runway 34 left.
Qatar 56 Whiskey Heavy, Hamad Tower, continue.
Wilco, Qatar 56 Whiskey Heavy.
Landing gear, 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 landing gear.
Check.
Qatar 70 Victor Heavy, exit right at Lima 10. Exit right at Lima 10, Qatar 70 Victor Heavy. Qatar 70 Victor Heavy, monitor ground 118.575. Ground 118.575, Qatar 70 Victor Heavy. Qatar 56 Whiskey Heavy, wind 340 degrees, 3 knots, runway 34 left, clear to land.
Runway 34 left, clear to land, Qatar 56 Whiskey Heavy.
$50, $40, $30, $20, $10.
Qatar 56 Whiskey Heavy, exit right at Lima 6.
Exit right at Lima 6, Qatar 56 Whiskey Heavy.
Qatar 56 Whiskey Heavy, monitor ground 118.575.
Ground 118.575, Qatar 56 Whiskey Heavy. Hamad Tower, Qatar 18 Hotel Heavy, visual runway 34 left.
Qatar 18 Hotel Heavy, Hamad Tower, with 340 degrees, 3 knots, runway 34 left, clear to land.
Qatar 1183 Heavy, request taxi to allocated gate.
Qatar 1183 Heavy, taxi to ramp anchor 11 Lima Delta.
Taxi to ramp anchor 11 Lima Tilo November Delta, Qatar 1183 Heavy.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have safely landed. Please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the seatbelt sign is turned off. We kindly ask that you remain in your seats until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the doors are opened. Please be cautious when opening the overhead compartments, as items may have shifted during the flight. On behalf of the entire crew, thank you for choosing. We hope to welcome you aboard again soon. Have a wonderful day. السيدات والسادة، لقد هبطنا بأمان. يرجى البقاء في مقاعدكم مع ربط حزام الأمان حتى يتم إيقاف إشارة ربط الحزام. نرجو منكم البقاء في مقاعدكم حتى تتوقف الطائرة تماما ويتم فتح الأبواب. يرجى الحذر عند فتح الخزائن المريض، حيث قد تكون بعض الأغراض قد تحركت أثناء الرحلة. بالنيابة عن جميع أفراد الطاقم، نشكركم على اختياركم السفر مع طيران الجزيرة. نأمل أن نرحب بكم على متن طائرتنا مرة أخرى قريبا. نتمنى لكم يوما سعيدا.
Qatar 18 Hotel Heavy, taxi to stand Charlie 3 via Lima 10 Kilo Lima Kilo Delta Echo.
Taxi to stand Charlie 3 via Lima 10 Kilo Lima Kilo Delta Echo, Qatar 18 Hotel Heavy.
Qatar 1077 Heavy, taxi to
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop. For your safety and those around you, thank you.
Lima Kilo Delta Charlie, Qatar 1077 Heavy.
Gotta call this up, Southern Coast.
To those who greet and serve, check in and pilot, those who overhaul, maintain, cook, prepare, the ones who load and unload, clean, check and make us safe, simply for continuing on to help so many others come home, for going above and beyond day after day. Thank you. You are all the reason we get people home.
I want to say thank you to all doctors.
I want to say a big thank you to all the nurses.
To all the paramedics. We salute you for your dedication, compassion, and care.
Thank you to all the courier and delivery personnel.
to all the supermarket employees.
I would like to thank all policemen in the front line.
To all emergency services.
Thank you all. You are all heroes.
Thank you.
Thank you. You are the real heroes.
To all of my pilot colleagues and airports employees, thank you for your effort.
Heroes around the world come in all shapes and sizes. So join us in thanking each and every one. We wouldn't get through this crisis without them. Qatar Airways, taking you home.